Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be fighting a 200-point Kill Team game between my Dark Angels and Matt's Inquisition. So the story that we've got going on here is that this planet was being evacuated ahead of an Exterminatus that was going to be called down because there had been a demonic incursion, and they were just going to Exterminatus the planet. And the Dark Angels were evacuating out the loyal citizenry ahead of time. And the Inquisition came along and said, and caught word that there may have been a chaos cult within the citizenry and wanted all of them left down on the planet before the Exterminatus in order to make sure that they killed all of the chaos cultists. So the Dark Angels said, F that, we're not going to do that. These guys, they're loyal subjects of the Imperium, and they don't need to be sacrificed for the possibility that you can't do your job and search out the cultists. And the Inquisition said, you're going to do what we tell you to. And the Dark Angels don't like the Inquisition anyway, so one thing led to another, and then they started shooting each other. So that's the story that we've got going on here. Before we go any further, let's show you the two armies that are going to be fighting it out today. And for the Dark Angels, we'll be running a 5-man assault squad with jump packs and a flamer, and a 5-man command squad with 2 melta-guns. And for the Inquisition, we have a 12-man squad with 6 Stormbolters and flak armor, 3 with plasma guns and carapace armor, 2 Death Cult Assassins, and a Razorback is a dedicated transport with an assault cannon and dozer blade. Alright, so for the Dark Angels, from left to right, I've got my leader who will be seizing the initiative on a 4+. Then I have my Melta guy there. He's going to have he's my weapon specialist with sharpshooter, so he ignores cover. Then I've got my indomitable specialist with feel no pain. And then I have my combat specialist with killer instinct, so he always wounds on a 2. Alright, so for Inquisition, from left to right, he's got his leader who will have a 12-inch command range, so if break tests, he gets to the 12-inch range there. Then he has his combat specialist there with killer instinct, wounding on 2s. Then he has his weapon specialist with Eagle Eye. What's Eagle Eye? Is that double the range?
Yeah, half.
1.5 times the range, so his plasma gun will have a 36-inch range and an 18-inch rapid-fire range, which is pretty brutal. And then he has his indomitable specialist with feel no pain, which is pretty good when you're holding on to a gun that can blow up in your hands. So we'll come back to you with the setup. Alright, so those are the two armies that are going to be fighting here today. So going over deployment for Dark Angels, we're going to be playing the Alone in the Dark mission here from the Kill Team, Mission 2 in the Kill Team game, in the Kill Team book. So going over here, deployment, I've got one of my bolter guys up here on the objective. I've got over here, I've got one of my jump guys, my assault guys. I've got my leader here. I've got my assault guy with the combat specialist there. I've got one of my Melta guys here. That's the one with ignores cover. This is my other Melta guy with the feel no pain, and this is my other jump guy. They all had to be 3 inches apart from each other. And then these 3 guys are outflanking, so that's what they rolled and got the outflank because of that. Going over Inquisition deployment here, we've got his plasma guy with the Eagle Eye, so increasing his range over here. And then we've got his Razorback, and these guys are inside the Razorback because we couldn't figure out if they could deploy, if they had to deploy with out of 3 inches. But if they're embarked, it seemed like you're only placing the one model of the tank, so it seemed okay to us. And then all of these guys here are going to be outflanking. So as of right now, the Dark Angels are going to be going first, unless he can seize the initiative on a 6. No seizing the initiative. So, we will come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 1. Alright, movement phase and shooting phase, because I'm not actually ended up in range of anyone, so I'm just going to go and ran a bunch of guys. So, after that, we've got, he's stood here. These guys moved up here. He's just kind of like slogging his way through there. These guys ran up over here, and he's up over there. So that's actually going to be it for the Dark Angels' turn here on turn 1. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Inquisition on turn 1. Alright, movement phase for Inquisition. His tank there moved up 6 inches and then disembarked everybody. So his Death Cult Assassins back behind there. These 2 guys ran over this way, and then these 2 guys ran over this way. And he stood still, and everyone else is still in reserves. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 1. Alright, starting off the shooting phase, this tank is going to fire into my guy right over here. So the assault cannon is hitting here. It's hitting on 3s. Okay, all hits. Wounding on 2s. Yeah, wounding on 2, 6s are rending. So we got 1 rending and 3 regular wounds. So, let's see. So that would be 6 up, and then if he went to ground, that would become a 5-4 up because it's a crater, and then Night Fight makes it a 3 up because it's Night Fight the entire game, just because of the rules. Oh, so either a 6 up, or either a 5 up or a 3 up, but then he'd be snap firing. All right, I'm gonna go to ground. So he's gonna go to ground. So we'll do the one that's rending first, or I guess they're all 3 up at this point then. All right, they're all 3 up. So we got 4 wounds, 4 3 ups. Yeah, that's how you do it. Woo! All right, his guy there with Eagle Eye is going to fire into my guy over here because it increases the range from 24 to 36. So, hitting on a 4, hitting on a 4. No, that's not a hit, but it doesn't get hot, so at least he's got that going for him. All right, the guy in the window there with the plasma can actually just see him over here with the backpack. So, he can only get 1 shot, he's not within 12, so hitting on a 4. No, that's not a hit. And then the Stormbolter guy in there is going to shoot into the Marine. Hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. Wounded on a 4. No, that's a miss. Alright, now the plasma guy there is going to fire into my dude bro that's lying down over here. He's went to ground, that's why that was indicating that. So, hitting on a 4. Oh, gets out. He's got Carapace armor, so 4 up armor save. No, he's dead. Oh, he's got Feel No, he... Which one?
Oh, he does.
That's the one? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have Feel No Pain. He thought he may have been a specialist with Feel No Pain, but he doesn't. So that's actually First Blood. Wah, wah. All right, and then he is going to fire his Stormbolter into this guy. So, hitting on a 4. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. 3 up armor and or cover save. He's good. And that is it for the shooting phase here for Inquisition. He's also not going to be able to charge anybody, so we will come back to you after a movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 2. Alright, movement phase for the Dark Angels. He stood still. He stood up because he went to ground last turn. He moved through cover and jumped up into there. He jumped over to there. He jumped over to there. These guys both came in from reserves and outflanked on the side over here. And he moved over this way. And he moved up into there. So that is it for movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2. Alright, we're going to start the shooting phase with the flamer there. So he hits, with the flaming template, he can hit all 3 of them. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, just going further away from him, each of them. So wounding on 3s, so we'll go with the first one. Is not a wound. Second one is a wound. Third one is not a wound. So just the middle guy there, but ignores cover, strength 4, AP 5. Oh, he's got 5 up armor. Oh, okay. So that was, okay, pretty cool. I'll take that. Oh, I wish I'd wounded more then. All right, he is going to fire his bolt pistol into that guy. So, hitting on a 3. Nope. Okay. All right, my leader guy there is going to fire into this guy here with his bolt pistol. Hitting on a 3. No, not a hit. Okay. All right, moving on. This guy is going to fire into him with his bolt pistol. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 3 up cover save. Oh, he's dead. Okay. He is going to fire into the Death Cult Assassin there. So, rapid firing. So, hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Toughness 3. Toughness 3, so wounded on 3s. I got 2 wounds. 5 up. She did. Okay. Alright, this guy ran, and that is it for my shooting phase here. So we're going to go on to the assault phase. This guy is going to assault into him. We'll start off with there. So, overwatching here with Stormbolter. Oh! 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Oh, he's got a plasma gun? Oh, snap, that's the plasma gun. Oh, dang it. Yeah, he is, well, 6 up night fight save. Let me see a fill face. Show me a fill face. Give me the 6+ night fight save. Otherwise, how was I supposed to know he's going to roll double 6s on that one? Night fight save! Oh, no, he did. So he's dead. We'll come back to you with the 1 other charge. And then he is going to charge into him over here. So, needing a 10-inch charge. Not getting it. So that is it for Dark Angel's turn here on turn what turn is this? Turn 2. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Inquisition on turn 2. All right, movement phase for Inquisition. This guy shot up over this way. He moved up into cover over there. One of these guys came in from reserves, and the other one just kind of moved around over here. And then she came in from reserves over here and outflanked. So that is it for the movement phase here for Inquisition. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2. All right, the guy on the left there is going to fire into my guy with the flamer. So hitting on 4s, got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. He's good. Then the other guy's going to do the same thing, hitting on a 4. We've got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. No, nothing there. All right, he is going to fire into my flamer guy there. He is not going to go to ground. So, hitting on 6s. Twin link. Got 1 hit so far, twin linked. I got 2 hits. All right. So 2 hits, wounding on 2s. All right, so you got 2 wounds. 1 is rending. So we have to do those separately. So the one that wasn't rending, 3 up armor save. He's good. Oh, I should have taken that as the cover save. And then a 4 up cover save because of intervening models plus night fight becomes a 4 up. Come on. Yeah, he's good. It jumped up there as if to show me how good he was. Okay. All right, plasma gun into my leader over here. So he is, well, I guess we'll see what happens. So hitting on 4s. You got 1 hit and 1 gets hot. So he is dead. But does he kill my guy? 6, that will be a wound. He's going to go to ground. So 2 up cover save because it's 4 up plus night fight plus going to ground. And he did. So that is slay the leader. All right, well done there. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. So he's going to charge with these 2 guys into my guy there. So the guy on the left there is going to charge first. So I'm going to fire Overwatch. D3 Wall of Death. Got 1. So wounding on a 3. That's a wound. Oh, he's dead because he's got 5 up armor. And then the other guy, let's see his charge. He needs what, 5-inch? Moving through cover there? And he's in. All right, so we'll move him in and we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we moved him into base there. And so my guy's going to go first. He's got 1 attack. What's your weapon skill? 3, so hitting on 3s. That's a hit. Wounding on 3s. That's a wound. 4 up armor save. A 5 up armor save. And he's good. All right, and he gets his attacks. So 2 attacks on the charge. Hitting on 4s. Both hits. Wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound. 3 up armor save. Can he be the hero that the Inquisition needs? No, he is! And he kills my guy. Ow! Moral victory right there. All right, so he will consolidate, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels. He stood still. He moved up 6 inches this way. He stood still in there. He shuffled around closer to that guy. And these 2 guys jumped over this way, and he is still in reserves. So that is it for movement phase here for Dark Angels. We will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 4. Turn 4? 3? 3. Turn 3. Turn 3. All right, starting out the shooting phase. He's going to fire his bolt pistol into him so I can charge into his close combat monster over there, the champion of the Inquisition that took down a space marine with just his bare fists. So, hitting on a 3 with the bolt pistol. Nope. Okay, so I guess I'll have to charge him. All right, keep on moving on. All right, he's going to fire into her. Hitting on a 3. Nope. And then the other guy right there is going to fire into her. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 5 up invul save. Oh, no, she did. So sad. And that is break the enemy. So he will be having to roll his leadership test at the end of his movement phase, or the beginning of his turn. So that is it for shooting phase, because I've got a couple guys that are going to run. That's boring to watch, and then we will come back to you with the assault phase. All right, so assault phase. He is going to charge into his close combat champion over there. So this is Overwatch. Wounded on a 4. Okay, oof. That was close. I thought he was going to be like the super champion of the Inquisition, forever immortalized up on the rolls up there. So here comes my charge distance. I need 3 inches going through cover there. Oh, okay, and he's way in. So we'll move him in and we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so the fight sub phase over here. My guy gets is going to go first at initiative step 4, so he's got 2 attacks, 1 base plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 3s. Okay, 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 5 up armor save. Oh, he is good. Oh no. Oh no. Here comes his attack, hitting on a 4. Oh god. Wounding on a 5. Oh god, oh no. Don't do it. Don't do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this to me. Oh my god. 3 up armor save. Don't let him kill 2 Space Marines with his bare fists. Oh no! What happened here? And he's dead. The best fighter in all of the Inquisition apparently is that guy there. He just took down 2 Space Marines in close combat. That is brutal. All right, well, yeah. So that is that's the end of my turn there. So we'll come back to you with the break test for the Inquisition here on turn 3. All right, so coming on to the break test, we're going to start over here with his super champion over here, initiative leadership 8. He's still in, but barely, but he's still in. All right, and then the only other guy that actually came in from reserves over here, looking for an 8. Oh no, he's way dead. Yeah, he's like, he came on, looked around, didn't see any of his guys alive, and was like, I'm out of here, and just ran off because he doesn't have the heart of the Inquisition inside of him over here. So yeah, he's gone. All right, so that is that's going to be it for the movement phase too, because. Oh no, that's it for the leadership test. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Inquisition here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for Inquisition. He moved up here, passes dangerous terrain test. Looking on that dude, and he just stood still where he is. He's recovering after beating 2 Space Marines to death with his bare fist. So that is it for the movement phase for Inquisition. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, he is going to fire into my melted guy up in here. So hitting on 4s. Okay, got 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. No, nothing there. He can only kill them with his bare fist. He's got no interest in doing anything with guns. All right. Now he is going to fire into him. So we've got 4 shots here, hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked. All right, so that's 4 hits. Wounding on 2s, 6s are rending. Oh, no rending, but 4 wounds. So he's got to make 4 3 up armor saves, or he's dead. Come on, buddy. Heart of the line. You can do it. 3 ups. Oh, he's good. Oh, that's brutal. That is mighty brutal. Oh man. All right. So we will. That's it for the shooting phase, and no one's going to charge. So that's actually the end of the Inquisition turn here on turn 3. So we'll come back. We'll come back to you after movement phase 3. Yeah, we'll come back to you after movement phase for. On turn 4, Dark Angel's turn 4. It was turn 3, now it's going to be turn 4. I can count, right? I can do math. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels. He stood still. He moved there, so he's got him rear arc. He came in out of reserves because turn 4, and he has to, and outflanked right over there. He shot up over this way, and he stood over there just in case the other guys come in. So, and he stood still where he was. So that is it for movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase for Dark Angels here on turn 4. All right, starting off the shooting phase with him into the Rhino there. He's got the rear armor there. So hitting on a 3. Yeah. That is something. Something. All right, he is going to fire into the back over there. So hitting on 3s. Oh yeah. Okay, he can hit both of them. Okay. Needing 6s to glance.
Leave them to die.
Nope and nope. Okay. He is going to fire into him. Hitting on a 3. That's. Yeah, apparently he's scared. He heard word that he had beaten his friends to death with their bare hands. So that is actually going to be it for shooting. So I'll come back to you after. No, I can't even charge over there. So that's going to be the end of the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 4. I've got some runs, but those are boring to watch. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the we'll come back to you with the break test for Inquisition on turn 4. All right, so the break test over here. He's going to start with his leader, who finally came in from reserves. So that's the one closest to me. So he's got an 8 leadership of 8. Oh, he failed. So he's dead. That's Slay the leader. Let's see if the other guy next to him makes it 8. He's good. Apparently saw his leader run away and was like, fine, I'll stay, I guess. But that's... Then over to here to the champion over here with an 8. No, he did. He's got 2. And that's a tank, so it'll be still there. So he's down to just the tank and the one guy left. So yeah, that's a little rough. But we'll come back to you at the end of movement phase for the Inquisition here on turn 4. All right, so movement phase for Inquisition. He's over here, passes dangerous terrain test, and he was moved over to there. So we're just going to move on to the shooting phase. He is, I'm sure, shooting into him. Alrighty. So hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked. All right, so 4 hits. Wounding on 2, 6s are rending. Got 1 rend and 3 regular wounds. Oh, frick. All right, he's gonna go to ground just because I feel like I need to. So he's gonna go to ground. So he gets a 5 up because of night fight out there. So 5 up. Cover save. Oh man, why does he keep going out here? Oh, he made it. A good thing I went to ground. But here's the way we're gonna fail. I'm gonna fail 3 3-ups is what is gonna happen. All right, 3 3-up saves. See, yeah, he failed 2 out of the 3 3-up saves. Oh, all right, so he's dead. All right, so I think that's it for shooting. He might run his other guy, but that's boring to watch. So that's he's gonna shoot. Oh, he's within range. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, he is gonna fire into that guy over there. So hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. No wound. All right, so that is the end of shooting phase, and he can't charge, so that is the end of the Inquisition turn here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after Dark Angel's movement phase on turn 5. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 5. He moved over here. He jumped up over there. He jumped over this way, and he jumped over this way. And this guy over here got 2 inches moved through cover, so he's just kind of sticking there. So that is it for movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 5. All right, starting off the shooting phase, he's going to throw a crack grenade into him. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Strength 6, armor 11, looking for a 5 to glance. No, nothing. So he's going to throw a grenade into him. Hitting on a 3. Nope. Okay. Then he's going to shoot into him. Hitting on a 3. Nope. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase. I got 1 guy that's going to run, and that's boring to watch. So we will come back to you with the assault phase. All right, so the assault phase. This guy's going to charge into here. So needing a 5-inch charge. No, just out. Not great. All right, and then he's going to charge into there. And he is in. So we'll move him into combat, and we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so he doesn't get Hammer of Wrath because he uses jump pack to move. So now going into combat here, I go first at initiative step 4. My Assault Marine is going to attack in, so he's got 1 base plus 1 for extra close combat plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 3s. All right, 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 2 5-ups. He's dead. Oh, and that's it. He's just dead. All right, we'll consolidate him, and then come back to you with the, I guess, the movement phase for Inquisition here on turn 5. All right, so the movement phase. He just stood where he was, and that's the only model he's got left. And the vehicle is automatically past brake test, so he doesn't even have to take it. So we're going to move on to the shooting phase. He's going to fire into Melt-A-Guy. Into Melt-A-Guy over there. So hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked. All right, so 4 hits. Wounding on 2s. We got 3 wounds and 1 rend, or 4 wounds. 1 of them is rending. So we'll do the rending first. So he's going to have a 3-up. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're all 3-up. Armor or cover save because he's night fight inside of ruins. So we've got 4 3-up saves. Oh, he made 2. And then I've got 2 feel no pains because that's the guy with the feel no pain. Come on, baby. Show me 2 fill faces. Double fill face. Double fill face. Oh, I got 1. But he did anyway. All right, so yeah, he did. And that's going to, oh no, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got 5. Oh yeah, 5 guys left on the board. So 4 guys left on the board. So I will, that's break the enemy. Well done. So now I will be taking break tests next turn. Oh, let's see if it goes on, because that's the end of turn 5 here. Let's see if it goes on. And it does. So we'll come back to you after a movement or with the break test for the Dark Angels on turn 5. All right, so moving on to break test here. He's got a leadership of 8. And he fails, but he's got and they shall know no fear, so he gets to re-roll that. And he's good. Moving to this guy over here, also an 8. He's good. This guy over here. Oh no, this guy was actually a 9, but he was good. This guy is an 8. And he makes it with an 8, all right? And then he is also an 8. Oh, he failed, but and they shall know no fear. Reroll. And he's good. All right, so everyone's okay for now. So we will come back to you after the movement phase, or after the movement phase here for Dark Angels. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels. He stood still. He jumped up over here. He just moved up over there, and then he jumped over there. So that's it for movement phase. Moving on to the shooting phase. He's going to throw a crack grenade into his Razorback over there, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Looking for a 5 to glance. No. Then he's going to do the same on a 3. That's a hit. Looking for a 5 to glance. That's a pen. 6 up night fight save. Oh, I saw that 6. I saw it coming. So that's a pen. Let's see the result of the pen. 2, snap shooting. Okay, I'll take that. And then last but not least, he is going to shoot and throw the crack grenade into him. So hitting on a 3. No. Okay, so that is it for shooting phase here for Dark Angels. We will come back to you after the move, with the assault phase. All right, these guys are going to charge in. First guy is in. Second guy is also in. So we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so they're both in combat there. So they're just both going to use their crack grenades here. So 2 crack grenades, because I'm just going to do them both at the same time. Doesn't really make a difference. Hitting on 3s. Okay. Yep, that's the thing that happened. Alrighty, so that is the end of the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 6. We will come back to you after a movement phase for Inquisition on turn 6. Alright, so that is the movement phase for Inquisition here. He just kind of like drove around him. So he is going to fire into this guy over here in the shooting phase, because he's the only model that he's got left. So hitting on 3s, oh 6s because of the pen result. Twin link though. Oh, nothing. Wow, that reroll would have failed on even her full ballistic skill. Ouch. That was like them saying, don't even try. Don't even try over there. So that's the end of the Inquisition turns. Do you want to roll to see if we go on a 4+? No, so that is the end of the game. So at the end of the game, I got First Blood, Slay the Leader, Break the Enemy, and I have Line Breaker over here. He got Slay the Leader and Line Breaker. So that is a Dark Angel victory. Woo! And Break the Enemy. So he got 3. I got 4. That was a lot closer than it really should have been. So that kind of goes to show you how like actually pretty badass that that vehicles can be here in Kill Team, because if he doesn't have to take a break test, he's never running away. He can just stick around, and if I'm having a really tough time taking it, like he takes out all of my melted guys, for instance, then if he's still sticking around, he can just go around just myrtleating people until the end of the game, and maybe if he had time, he could have jumped onto an objective, and that could have been a game changer right there. So despite the fact that I wiped out every single other model of his, that one vehicle being out there really made it a close game. So yeah, it was 3-4. So Dark Angels barely squeaked by with a victory. Who knew? Who knew that was going to happen? So yeah, that was a fun game. That was a ridiculous. We had lots of laughs at all of the crazy rolls. That guy, the champion that was over there that took down 2 Space Marines with his bare hands, will go down in infamy and will forever be remembered by the Inquisition because he survived. He can bring back the story of the Marine killer. Oh yeah, he just ran away. So he went, that's what it was. He like killed 2 Marines. He's like, I mean, you can't get much better than that. I'm going to go tell my friends about that one. He had to go find some cell service so he could post a picture of it on Facebook about his bloody fist. Yeah, just like he's like, see that red? Space Marine blood. So, yeah, so look for his, I guess, somewhere out there. It's like Steve the Champion. Steve the Champion works at Inquisition, formerly worked at Astra Militarum. So, schooling at Schoolum of the Inquisition. Yeah, so look him up on Facebook if you can find him in in about, what, 38,000 years from now. Because you know Zuckerberg's still going to be alive. He's going to figure that one out. So maybe Zuckerberg's the emperor. Maybe that's what it is. He starts out by making Facebook, and then he goes on to creating the Primarchs. I think that's how it goes. It's just in that order. It's just steps. It's like Facebook, second step, question mark, third step, Primarchs, fourth step, profits. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a blast. My partner is always fun to play against here. So yes, as always, I've been Phil the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Matt. And until next time, have fun.